He never thought a single piece of paper could ruin a person's life. But that's exactly how my nightmare began. When he bought my house, he thought I'd finally won. After years of saving, years of sacrifice, he had my own little slice of the dream. A quiet street, green lawns, friendly smiles. Andy dan seruastaha. At first, it all seemed harmless. He got a welcome letter, a rule book. Just follow the guidelines, they said. It keeps the community beautiful. He believed them. Andy, that was my first big mistake. It started with a letter taped to my door. A violation notice. Apparently, my trash bin was visible from the street for 27 minutes longer than allowed. 27 minutes. He actually laughed. He thought it had to be a joke. He paid the fine because that's what reasonable people do, right? He didn't want any trouble. But trouble had already chosen me. After that, the letters just kept coming. My grass was half an inch too tall. My car was parked 1 foot past my driveway. My porch light was suddenly too bright. Meanwhile, my neighbor painted his entire house neon blue. No more letter, no more fine, nothing. And that's when he realized something chilling. This wasn't about the rules. This was about control. They weren't enforcing standards. They were enforcing obedience. And for some reason, he had been marked. He decided to go to a meeting, thinking adults could talk this out like adults. Another big mistake. He stood up very calmly, and he asked, "Can someone please explain why I'm receiving fines every single week?" The room went completely silent. Then, the HOA president leaned forward and he smiled. It wasn't a friendly smile. It was a predator's smile. He said, "If you don't like our rules, maybe this community isn't for you." That's when the fear really hit me. Because this wasn't a suggestion, it was a threat. After that meeting, my life became a living hell. Daily inspections, certified letters, late fees stacked on top of late fees. I stopped sleeping. Every car that slowed down near my house made my stomach drop. Every knock at the door felt like a warrant was being served. I stopped inviting friends over. I stopped enjoying my own home. I was paying a mortgage on a prison. The breaking point came one morning when he found a bright red notice taped to my front door. Notice of intent to lien. They were going to take my house. Not because he hadn't paid my mortgage. Not because he was breaking any laws. But because my mailbox was the wrong shade of black. He just sat down on my front steps and he cried. A grown adult, completely broken by a neighborhood committee. But that's when he made a decision. He was done being scared. He started reading. He dove into the HOA bylaws, state laws, court cases. Night after night, with a highlighter in one hand and the coffee in the other. And the truth shocked me. They weren't even following their own rules. They were violating procedures, ignoring the process, and abusing their authority. The HOA wasn't powerful. They were just reckless. And the reckless people always make mistakes. So, he started to fight back. He documented everything. Photos, emails, dates, witnesses. He sent certified letters. He requested official hearings on the record. He demanded proof for every single claim. And suddenly, the letters slowed down. The fines stopped stacking up. At the next HOA meeting, he stood up again. But this time, he wasn't scared. He spoke calmly and he quoted their bylaws back to them, word for word. He watched their faces change. Because bullies panic the moment you stop being weak. 2 months later, he received another letter. He braced myself, expecting another threat. Instead, it just said, "All fines waived." No more apology, no more explanation, just silence. They backed down, not because they were kind, but because they knew they'd lose. Here's what I learned: HOAs thrive on fear. They thrive on silence and on people who don't fight back. They don't expect resistance. They don't expect you to be intelligent. And they definitely don't expect you to have courage. But the moment you stand up, the moment you stop shaking, the power shifts. You still live in the same house, same street, same lawn. But you walk differently now. Because you know something they do and want you to know. Your home is more than just walls. It's your dignity, your peace, your life. And no more has the right to take that away from you. They tried to break me. Instead, they taught me how to fight.